Hi guys, and welcome back to Rehustle. Teju here. Really excited for today's episode because I'm going to go into the passion versus profits debate, which is something that I personally have struggled with a ton throughout starting businesses and testing different entrepreneurial ideas. But before we get into that, an update. So we are still letting our Facebook and Google ad results kind of come in. So I'm still running those campaigns. And hopefully over the next about week and a half or so, we've got some good data so I can make a call and say, okay, like which direction should we start to double down, in? And that's not to say that, it's the ultimate idea. It's just how do I want to start shifting my budget, spending more time, energy, resources, and effort in one direction. Because again, as we talked about, being scattered among multiple businesses, unless you've got a big team helping you out, it's really difficult to pull that off when you're first starting out, which I'm rehustling. So I'm starting from the ground, from the ground up and using some of the resources that I've gathered along the way, but pretty much trying to start from scratch on both of these ideas and documenting this entire journey for you on my iPhone. So now to the passion and profit debate. So, I think that, a lot of times I hear the conversation or the question asked like, oh, should you go after something that you love or, should you go after something that makes money? And, I think my opinion on this is at the end of the day, we got bills. Like you got bills, you got responsibilities, you've got things that you've got to do and take care of. And I think that there is a balance where, if you're able to support yourself off of your passion, go for it. You may not be making as much money, but that's okay. Go for what lights you up as long as you can support yourself. If you can't support yourself on your passion or idea, you may need to find, I love how Marie Forleo calls it as a bridge job. You may need to find a bridge job that allows you to keep working on that, thing that you're passionate about in the background as you keep the bills, you keep the lights on, you keep, Sally Mae or like Citibank or whoever, you keep them at bay and you're able to pay them on time. Because there's no stress like financial stress. And I have been there. I've shared this, I think on podcasts before. My first business, like I went like flat, it was silly broke. Like I remember having like a negative $100 and something in my bank account. Like I remember actually taking a screenshot because I was so embarrassed about how I had let myself get into such a financial predicament. Coming from a high-paying job, in the insurance industry, I had worked for SaaS companies, so I'd always had a stable paycheck. And then when I went to like, hey, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur and follow my passion, not to know, I had no clue what it really meant to run a business. I went broke it was like so fast. It was like literally lightning fast of brokenness because I didn't have enough money saved. And I didn't know how to shift my spending habits really to live a more lean lifestyle so it would have more runway, which is something that if you're, quitting your day job to go after your passion full time, you may need to scale back your life, until that thing is like really making money. That's not to say that you need to have a scarcity mindset about following your passion. I think that a lot of times people think it's like an either or. Either you're gonna be doing something you love and being broke, or you're gonna be doing something that you hate and you've got money coming in. The idea is to do something you love, pay the bills, you may have to scale your lifestyle back in the beginning, but then eventually make that thing that you love pay 10x, like pay, the incredible abundance that you deserve. And I think that should be the vision, and that's where the conversation should be shifting to. How can I take what I love and turn it into something that is profitable and abundant and rewards me and enriches me financially, because that is the life that I deserve to live. So if you're stuck in the passion versus profit debate, I say think about it this way. When you're first starting anything new, you may have to scale your lifestyle back until that thing is making money. You may have to, pull, as Marie Forleo says, that bridge job, which I think is awesome. You've got to do that to keep the bills on. But the vision should be, how can I build something that I'm passionate about and impactful, and I can turn my passion into financial abundance. What are the different revenue streams that I could have? Are there different partnerships that could be lucrative for me to turn my passion into something that is incredibly rewarding from a financial perspective, and set that as your goal. So, I think that if you're stuck in that debate, let me know. Add in the comments what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Whether or not you're about to leave that job finally, if you're scared and feeling apprehensive, link up all of those feelings and those sentiments in the short show notes. Definitely want to, or in the comics, excuse me. I want to hear how you're feeling and what you're doing. I will keep you guys posted on the results of all these tests. I'm excited. I think that I am moving to a place where I'm focused on what I'm passionate about. I love health and wellness. I love living an active lifestyle. But let me just tell you, this has not been an overnight process. I've had to work jobs I didn't like. I've had to go back into corporate America, even as an entrepreneur, to keep my businesses running. I have had to do so many different things. I've had to start businesses because I knew how to make money in that business, but I didn't really love the business. I have had to do so many things. It hasn't been a straight path, for me to get to the point where I'm like, now I can invest in something that I'm actually passionate about, because I have some financial runway right now that allows me to do that. So keep re-hustling. I know you can do it. Share and subscribe. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. And if you have a friend that's re-hustling, starting something new, trying to move into a new career, a new business, and they need some guidance and want to join us on each episode in testing new things, share this episode with them and tell them to follow the show as well. Till next time.